Okay, folks, I'm here with Mr. Valor. Yeah, and what I have going on today here is absolute proof positive that what I have been telling you about the true anatomy of the sole is true. Okay, I trimmed him about 2.5 weeks ago, and I put on, this is actually what's on him, on that foot you see there. I had a 3-inch cast, which I cut in half. You just take the whole cast and slice it down the middle with a knife on the tube. And then I did a light circumference cast with that 1.5 inch cast on each foot. And so it's been about 2.5 weeks. And, you know, I trimmed out the sole, all that I do. And, frankly, I'm amazed. Before I show you everything, I want to show you something here that I do. Okay, you see this cast, how it's open behind? Okay, after the cast sets, I take nippers and I cut so that the cast, I cut all the cast out right in here. You can see how it's cut out there. Because I want the foot to flex more behind so that the heels will stay nice and wide. Okay, and the foot mechanism of the lateral cartilages and everything will work correctly. Okay, now on this foot, of course, this foot, this cast I haven't taken off. You can see it's just worn at the toe, worn off at the toe here. And I want you to look at the sole in there. Okay, there was no sole. I had taken him right down. I want you to look at sole, but another thing I want you to look at, the sole ridge here going up. Look at that. All the way around the foot. There's sole ridge all the way around the foot. And the sole in here is just jam-packed full of dead exfoliatable sole. I've been getting good sole on him, but never like this. This is awesome. Okay. Just a minute, I gotta get the hoof stand. Okay. Okay, put your footy up there. There we go. I want you to look at that sole. Big chunks of dead exfoliatable sole. You know, you can imagine just the sole he's worn off. Okay, now I've removed the cast from this foot. Look at the sole there. You can see how if this is left, it could get very, very compressed up into the foot. But, you see, I can just even quit. Let me put this here. See how? See there? Look at that sole. Okay, and look at the ridge, the sole ridge around the foot. See? All up in here, that's full of sole ridge coming down like so. All the way around. Even over here. Pretty awesome, pretty awesome. I am super duper impressed and amazed, but I knew it would do this. I knew the foot would do this because I understood the anatomy, and I knew if I trimmed a certain way to bring all that anatomy back together, that this sole would get lined up where it should be, placed under the foot, and start growing. And another thing is, you know, I've been taking him basically down to the bare nubbin, which you have to do to get all this toe and everything else coming back and bringing them sole tubules back and contained under the internal foot where they're supposed to be, so that sole will grow correctly. And now he's added vertical height and depth to his foot and built up a beautiful sole ridge. See, instead of having excess wall up here jammed into the coronary band, you get all this wall out so that this coronary band is nice and relaxed, the blood is flowing, okay? The amount of hoof wall from here to here covering the internal foot is correct and correctly fitted. And then the amount of hoof wall that grows from here down to here will grow thick sole. And you're taking that excess hoof wall that you had up here, and then you had all this thin, bad, stretched out sole, okay? You're bringing the whole foot back together, okay? Then you're adding depth from here to here that fills in with sole. That's how that works. And so for a while, your horse's foot will look small and like it's down to the bare nubbin, but then it will gain depth and width and thickness of sole and become very, very, very hardy. Very hardy, which is what is happening to him. So this is just a wonderful, wonderful improvement. The heels are coming back up under here to support the bulbs. They were run forward before. This right here is growing out. You have very symmetrical, flared out hoof here that have been pushed out by bar and thinning it down on the side and different things like that. That's growing in nice and being pushed back. Just wonderful things happen to this horse. And the way he moves with confidence. You can barely see his feet leave the ground. And that's, you know, that's the big thing about improving the form and fitting of the hoof capsule to the internal foot, is that it totally improves the movement of the horse. So anyway, I wanted to share this with you. And now I'm going to go in and post this real quick, and then I'll do a trim on him today, or maybe I'll just let him go a day or two without casts and then trim him. But he's ready for a little bit of a trim. And I need to map the foot. I think I will map the foot just to see where things are at. See if that sole ridge in the toe is up protecting the coffin bone, back protecting the coffin bone where it should be, instead of a flared out toe that's clear out to here and full of sole in the toe that you're not touching, and yet it's doing nothing to protect the coffin bone that's clear back in here. So again, the amount of sole is just blowing me away. Give me foot, buddy. Look at that. Woohoo! Awesome. Awesome. Just absolutely gorgeous. Whoa. Yes. Our frog is shedding off here a little bit too. That's a good thing. Just awesome. Just awesome. Okay. Let's take a look at that. Sole ridge. Look at all that. Woohoo! Nothing but sole. Hey, I got sole.